we were talking earlier and you were telling me you have 10 commandments of recruiting.
These are like 10 specific things that I feel like if you do, you're going to be a better recruiter, right? And so the first one, and maybe the most important one, you have to be 100% committed to what you're recruiting somebody to. Second thing is you need to be fully engaged. Like when I'm in a recruiting meeting, like, and I'm not perfect at this, I don't think anyone is, but dude, if my cell phone's out, if I'm not interested in the person I'm recruiting, do you think they're gonna be interested in working for my company? Probably not. The third one is never talk negatively. Never. It doesn't matter if you're against their old company, it does not matter. People will remember how they felt meeting with you. They probably won't remember everything you said. But if you're talking about negative about anything, it doesn't feel good. Number 4, you gotta control your environment, right? There's nothing worse than a recruiting meeting where there's like 8 people in there and like one guy's like not committed to it, or one guy like wants to go do pest control or something else, and he's like, everything you're saying, he's like being the naysayer. You gotta control your environment. Number 5, and this might be the most important one, do not recruit just using a pay scale. So that's number 5. Number 6, knowing is half the battle. You have to know about I know we keep going back to that, but if you don't know anything about the rep, you are not going to recruit that rep. Number 7 is talk about their twin. This is like my favorite one. So number 8, put yourselves in there. One of my favorite lines in recruiting is, so if I was Sam Taggart and I had 2 kids and I wanted to have financial freedom, the main things I would want to know are this. And then I would tell them what they want to know, and I know how I'm going to answer those questions. Number 9 is, I call it the so what's next. And then number 10 is just, what is your, I call it the title of liberty, but it's what is your like holy cause as like an office? Why do they want to be a part of your company, about your group?
Tell me about your best recruit. I mean, it sounds like it's this Dan Yarbrough, which I know him super well.
Yeah.
Big Dan,
Big
like
D.
what is it, 400 pounds?
Big D, yeah. So big, Dan's a big dude. Looks like an NFL football player, right? And so like he was my first recruit. So I go to the door, he's like standing behind me, and
Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me.
And I was like, man, I'm not getting a good response. Like what's going on here? So, but he's one of the best salespeople I know. Put him in front of a customer, put him in front of a door.
I think it's the timeline of how you hire them.
Yeah.
So if you meet with someone who has a decent job, and then you recruit them and explain to them why this is a better job, and then you ask them to make the switch based on just what you say, that's not fair. That's a little, like, that takes a lot of trust in you.
Some balls,
like,
yeah.
They don't know you, right? So if you're really successful and you're really doing well, take them out on the doors with you, or have them go out with one of your top reps before they leave their job. The concept of recruiting people by taking them to dinner. Bring them to your meeting, take them on the doors, and they'll be pumped. If you're really running a good program and you're successful on the doors, they'll be pumped. And then tell them to read a sales book before you actually hire them, before their first day. And if they've been to meetings, part of the team, they've seen you out on the doors before they start, and they've read a sales book, and then you turn them loose. It's just crazy the difference that it can make.